Welcome back. This is Uhfgood, and I'm going to try to use my deep voice today. Not doing very good at that though. Alrighty. So we are going through Blender 3D Noob to Pro, and darn it, I keep hitting the wrong deal. Okay. Anyways, view navigation, change your viewpoint, walking, flying. We just did that. And for some reason, Shift F didn't work for me. I don't know why, but we still know how to get into it. Uh, Press left mouse button or enter a space, stay in the navigation mode, stay there, right mouse to abandon navigation mode. Teleport immediately back to your position orientation. 2.77, pressing space will teleport you to where the crosshairs point towards. Walk mode. In this mode, you'll be able to turn your view up and down, left and right, corresponding arrow keys to move forward, left or back, E and Q to move up and down respectively. Hold the movement key down to keep moving. Movement stops as soon as you release it. Pressing middle mouse button will teleport you close to whatever objects lie within the crosshairs at center view. You can also use the tab to turn on gravity to make sure there's a floor or inner object under you to land on. With gravity on, you can no longer use the vertical movement keys, but you can use V to make jumps. Press tab and to turn gravity off. In this older mode, moving the mouse to change the view works the same as in walk mode, but the direction keys, the arrows simply thrust in the respective directions, so you keep moving after you releasing the key. Press the key repeatedly to increase your speed in that direction, or press the key in the opposite direction for thrust direction to reduce your speed. You can roll the mouse wheel to apply forward thrust, or roll it down to apply backward thrust. Your current velocity vector automatically, and I forgot to start this stupid thing. Automatically change directions when you turn. Thus, you can apply a single burst of sideways thrust while facing an object, and then without applying additional thrust, keep turning to face the object, and you'll go right around it. Visibility layers. Now, this is where it's going to get tricky because I don't know how the visibility layers work in 2.8. In fact, they're doing something called collections, and the layers, the visibility layers are there, but I am still not sure what's the difference is and what you have to do. So we will see. Um, every object in the scene is assigned to one or more 20 of the 20 visibility layers. It can have many uses. You can put scenery, characters, particles, lamps in different layers to help organize your scene. By changing which layers are visible, you can simplify your view of the scene and work with only one or two layers at a time. When rendering, only visible layers are included. You can use this to render your scene layer by layer, checking each layer separately. You can configure your lamps to illuminate only objects in the same layer. And you can do that now with collections, so I'll show you how to do that in just a sec. In object mode, you can tell which layers are visible by looking at the 20 small boxes located in the 3D view header between the transform orientation menu and the lock button. The top row of boxes represents layers 1 through 10, with 1 being the leftmost and 10 being the rightmost. Similarly, the bottom row of boxes represents 11 through 20. Okay. Gosh, why is it still doing the same ad over and over again? Okay, to view one of the layers, 1 to 9, press 1 to 9 key. To view layer 10, press the 0 key. To view one of the layers 11 to 19, Alt 1 key. To Alt 9 key. To view 20, Alt 0 key. To toggle visibility of one of the layers 1 through 9 without affecting visibility of other layers, Shift 1 key or Shift 9 key. To toggle the visibility of layer 10 without affecting, it'd be Shift 0 key. 11 through 19 is Alt Shift. Toggle the visibility, right, Alt Shift 0 key. To make all the layers visible at once, press the tilde, press again to return to your previous layer visibility setting. Okay, so let's see. Hotkeys will not work if you've enabled numpad emulation. Okay. So, let's look up visibility layers in visibility layers Blender 2.8. Okay, let's actually back this thing up a little bit. All right. View layers and collections. I know how the collections work, and I can show you that in a sec. Popular requester is shedding some light on the new layers, view layers in Blender objects are not directly part of the scenes, so they all get stored in the main database, and from there they're referenced into many scenes as you like to use. That's cool. 2.7, the scene simply reference it simply reference its objects directly as a single list. In 2.8, however, the scene objects now part of a new concept master collection. While the master collection contains all the scene's objects, the user can also make their own collections to better organize these objects. Works like a Venn diagram where all the objects are part of the master collection but can be part of multiple collections. Master collection 1, 2, 3. Master collection 2 and 3. Master collection 3. Result is a clear and flexible way to arrange objects together on the scene level. Right. Can be named and sorted hierarchically, just like folders have subfolders, and operating system collections can have nested collections too. For example, a house collection contains a bedroom collection, which in turn contains a furniture collection referencing a bed, cabinet, and other objects. So far, I discussed managing the scene. Look at it, put the collection to actual use. The new layer system goes in the picture view layer. In 2.8, the visibility controls are part of the view layers designed to help organizing what you see to work on, what you want to see or work on. View layer 1, view layer 2, collection. View layers are views reference to the scene collections and allow to set their visibility, selectability, and other options. Each view layer can use any collection you wish. Then multiple view layers can use the same collection or different collections, and that. In this sense, the new view layer is similar to 2.7 render layer, but since view layers are now part of how we work with workspaces and viewports, we have decided to name it differently. Okay, so that doesn't really tell me how to get to it. I don't know how to get to the view layers, so let's see. Let's check that out. Let's check that out. That's just the rendering stuff. This is the scene stuff. The view layer. Huh. Objects. World. Objects. Vertex groups. I've seen them using the layers here, but I don't know how to use them. So that can be a problem. Where's the layers panel in Blender 2.8? There are no more bit layers in 2.8. The missing layer panel is unlikely to reappear in Visual 2.8, so I would squint eyes here and wouldn't count the dev version argument. Likely to be applicable to many people using when 2.8 becomes reality. Okay. Re-implement the scene layer system as a limitation now will work as explained here. Dev version is broken. That was in 2017. Don't have the old layers controls anymore. They're still in the object properties tab though. New interface not fully yet implemented. So it actually says that collections, instancing, motion paths, viewport display, custom properties. And then the rest of this is like armory stuff. Okay, it doesn't really matter. The way, I guess, from what I understand, the way layers worked is you'd have these little boxes, and it would be on one of these deals, and then you would assign your object to a particular layer. And then, like you said, you could turn them off if you wanted to, and all that stuff. But it's different here. Here, you have collections. See where it says scene collection, then camera, cube, and light. You can actually cause the cube to be completely invisible, or there. And then this just tells it whether or not to actually render it. So You want to disable the cube from rendering, you turn that off. And then this is disable object selection in the viewport. That way you can only pick certain things that you want to be able to be selected. And that's just a quick basic thing about collections. I know that much anyways. So I don't see the visibility layers. I thought they were in here some other time, but I don't see them here. So anyways, let's go on to the next thing here. Hold down shift while selecting a layer and it will make only the layer visible. Toggle the visibility. I already showed you how to do that in the collections. We're not going to go to anywhere into that. If you want to count the polygons in your scene, the data is available in the info header. Is it really? Bert 8 faces 6 tries 12. Yes, it is. Okay. Table of contents now. Object mode is our last thing. Unfortunately, we're almost out of time, so hopefully I'm going to kind of waffle on, and I'm going to, let's see how big this is, see how much it has in it. Introduction, object origin, multiple selections, selecting obscured objects, selecting everything and nothing, hiding things, local versus global view, border select, circle select, the manipulator, transformation hotkeys, transforming by numbers, transformation menu, choosing the pivot point, basic camera technique, adding remove objects, undo, redo, repeat, signing layers, which we can't really do, but maybe we'll look into it just to see, just in case. Object action settings. I think that'll be good to do for next time. Because not only am I running out of time here for today, also this looks like it'll take up the whole time, and I do want a full break, but I wanted to do a break in between this and the second unit before we actually go into the second unit. So thank you for watching, and please comment or like or whatever, all that good stuff.